everybody. This is a weird time on a Tuesday, but it is an extra special stream because I've got a work colleague's 50th birthday afternoon tea tomorrow. So we're going to be making some chocolate eclairs, but we might be able to do some variations as well. And we've got a surprise announcement. So before we go into that, let's go back to last time on and we'll show you what we made. I haven't even turned my iPad on today. God, lazy. What's going on? I'm just like a little bit cash today. Last time on, there we go. So we did our WoW theme stream, not yesterday, the day before, so on Sunday. So we did sugar crusted fish feast, and I wanted to get a whole fish, and then I went to my fishmonger and they were closed. So I had to do two different types of fish, two ways. So we did a soy and honey crusted fish there. We did some scallops, and then we also did a baked fish as well in papillote. So then we also did, these here are our manna buns, and they were the best things, hands down. They looked good, they tasted good, and they were that little bit of carbs that we were allowed a week. So that was really, really delicious, and Exceed has been eating them for work, for snacks, which has been nice. And this here is our Dragon Breath chili, so super spicy beans. We added some extra veggies in there to, you know, increase the nutrition. So we had zucchini, we had carrot, and was the carrot? I don't know if there was carrot, but there was celery in there, I remember that. And then we put extra beans, beef, and then made it extra spicy. So, and the power potion as well, which was a healthier kind of soda, colored blue. We received $34 in donations, so $33 from Jezzy, and then $1 donation as well. So that was really, really lovely. It's so kind towards our World of Warcraft cookbook. We received a whole 7 subs, so I ate some more heads. And a lot of hosts and follows as well. So it was a lovely, lovely stream. Welcome back, everyone. Bring up that chat, Exceed. I have my lip balm. So the lip balm that Brayden gifted me. What's going on here? Brayden gifted me this Unica lip balm. It's espresso flavored. And I am, like, my lips are really sore today. Brayden gifted a sub to Exceed. What? Exceed, congratulations. It's fancy seeing you here. I am enjoying the lip balm. It smells nice. I do like it. Espresso, yeah, it smells like coffee. I think espresso is just a fancy way. Jezzy, how you doing? Brayden, Moon, oh my god. 3 out of the 4 subs in one, like here at one time. That is unheard of. What? Strip, how you doing? Katie, my love, how are you? Who have I missed? Anyone? Alright, guys. It does smell so good. My lips are so sore. So, extra special stream today because we're making some eclairs. So, we better get started on that. How has everyone's week been so far? I want the top 3 things of your week so far, everybody. Let me hear them. So, chocolate eclairs can have a lot of filling. I personally have had ones with cream. I've had ones with creme patissiere, coffee flavored, chocolate flavored, plain flavored. Did you see my donut pic in general? I didn't. I haven't seen Discord in a few minutes. Exceed will show me. Oh wow, Exceed just showed me. Wow, is that like does that stuff it with jam? Wow, we're just showing, Exceed just showed me a photo from Discord of Strip's donuts. So you made all those donuts today, Strip? That's very cool. Wow. Hey, Katie. Brayden, thank you for gifting to Strip. Strip, welcome back to the Molly fam. You know, as a sub, you receive all of the recipes made on stream. You get a Molly emote, as well as a little star next to your name. And your pin is already in Mollytopia in Melbourne. Strip. That's you, isn't it, Strip? Is it you, Strip? Injects 2 at a time for those donuts were fresh. What? I didn't see the flavors. What? Oh Oh wow. There you go, guys. So you can type 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you can vote on the flavor for the Eclair. So I have them all here. I think I have them all. Exceed, there's watermelon as well. But can you only do 4 flavors? Cherry, lemon, apple, and blue raspberry. Watermelon's the worst. Ugh. So we've got apple so far and blue raspberry. So you guys can type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in chat to vote. Hash Masters, how you doing? Welcome back. Have you heard that song joke? Rolly, 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 smack that. Smack that on the floor, smack that. I always hated lemon, yeah. You're loving this? You're loving the voting? Yesterday I ate chicken for the first time. What? Because you're veggie, aren't you, Katie? Is that correct? Am I correct in believing that you're a veggie? God, you guys want to kill me with the apple. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know about this voting situation. All right, we're going to turn the oven on to 180 degrees. I'm going to do that thing where I tell you, I wait to the end of the stream and then I tell you our surprise. So then you have to be here for the whole night. All in on apple. Who voted blue raspberry? Oh, Jezzy, that was you. Pescatarian. Oh, wow. Katie, that's... So what was your thoughts? How did you have the chicken? And what was your idea to eat it? Would you eat it again? That's so many questions in one. We're able to locate the 2 nerves causing the grief. Yes. I'm completely off painkillers. And 3, we managed to find a heater for tonight. So as a healer. I read that as heater and I was like, it's pretty hot in summer there. So yes, I heard about your healer situation. And who else, has anyone else replied to my 3 best things of your day? So Katie said that she ate chicken, so that's pretty crazy. I need your 3 best things of the week so far, guys. Desi authentic dish. More importantly, did you like the chicken? That's a great question, Strip. Apple is the one. All right, let's go. So for every 2 subs we receive, we eat a warhead, and now you get the opportunity to vote. Great job. Oh, there's usually a bin here. So for those that haven't followed stream, can we get a streamer shout out for Jezzy, please? So everyone can go, and for those that are into World of Warcraft or those that aren't, that just want to support Jezzy, she's doing a raid tonight, the Mythic Argus. So the end boss, last raid ever for this boss, Ixie was telling me. So that's very, very exciting. Good things of the week. I got paid. I'm improving more at my job, and I finally got my donut crew. Ah, that's cool. So cool. You have to put a photo of your shirt on Discord. I like to see it. Okay, I can't prolong this anymore. My mouth is like being prepared. Like I've just got saliva because I know what's gonna come. Oh God. And I'm starting to my jaw is starting to clench. I didn't miss these. I prefer the straps. Oh God. Oh. Oh. I just spat on a table. Ugh. That's not my finest moment. Oh God. I thought the other ones were harder because I have to chew them. So much saliva. Oh, my jaw hurts. Oh. Thank you. This is I don't know why I went to go like this. That was my curtsy. Thank you very much for those subs, Brayden. Very much appreciated. Gifting to Exceed. Oh God. My tongue hurts. Yep. How do I do that? Straight up. So, Jessie is our newest mod. She's just getting the hang of it. I used to prank a lot of people by washing off the sour of my wall head and give sour ones to my friends. Ooh. See, I open mine on stream, so I can't do that. Hey, Ash. Welcome back. No more subs for another hour. Give that girl a break. Okay, so let's go into the food. I don't know why this is here. We don't need this. We're baking today. We're baking. That's all we're doing. I had lunch, dinner. I cooked some chicken. I had chicken with some spices, and then I had chopped up tomato, chopped up feta cheese, a little bit of red onion, and basil. Oh my god! And a little bit of salt and pepper and olive oil on top. Best food ever. Like if I could eat, or I added some avocado in there. That's the best salad. Tomato, avocado, red onion, feta, basil. I am wearing Uggs. I am. Yep. So recipe today. We've got milk. We've got flour, sugar, eggs, cream. I had a chicken sandwich. I'd been craving it for a while, so I decided F it and bit the bullet and ate it. It was pretty good and would eat again. Did you make it yourself, Katie, or did you buy it? That's very cool. I'm impressed. I celebrated because it was the first time in 2 weeks that I've been able to put my socks on myself. Yes. Do you feel like you were pregnant again? You know, like when I suppose a lot of women at the later stages of pregnancy can't bend down and like put their socks on or put their shoes on or even put their pants on. Tomorrow's Coles is starting to give out mini figures of Cole items if you spend over $30. After tomorrow, are you serious? Strip, I really want one, but we just got our grocery order delivered today. Oh, I wish I knew that. Damn. Okay, so today's ingredients are milk, flour, so plain flour, sugar, eggs. Eggs. We're going to use a lot of eggs because we're making like a creme pâtissière, which is like a custard. Cream. We've got dark chocolate and milk chocolate. We've got butter, a lot of butter. Vanilla bean paste. Cocoa powder. Salt. I'll get some icing sugar out. And that's it. And some water. Tomorrow is my shopping day. I want one. What are they for? Just for kids? Sounds pretty cool. Except maybe we should try and get one and then we can do it as a giveaway. Or something like that. Alright, so what have I done? I've preheated the oven to 180. Let me check if I've done it right this time. Because remember yesterday I screwed it up. Okay, I need a big saucepan. Right, so I'm not good at doing this by hand, like mixing it in because you need big muscles. So I usually put it in my KitchenAid. So I'll bring that over. I heat everything on my stove, and then when I need to add the eggs in, I change it over to the KitchenAid because I'm just lazy. Coles think Woolies is more popular than them, so they're doing it mostly for that. What do you mean? People will shop at Coles for rewards. Oh yeah. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so in here, everybody, we want half a cup of water. Half a cup of water. So, do you want to see? When should we tell the people our news? So you put that on there like that, and then you want to measure. Half a cup of water. Thank God nobody noticed I dropped half the bucket of cinnamon sugar on the floor. No. Oh no. Did it spill? Did you clean it up or did you put it back in there and use it? That's gross. Alright, now we need a cup of milk. So we're making a choux pastry, which is a very common pastry, very similar to, well, what you use for churros, but you bake them rather than fry them. I put it in the bin, nice. Okay, so milk and water. We're gonna add some sugar, so that is 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. It's not too much sugar. The sugar's gonna come on top and inside. There we go. Is it good or bad news? It's good. It's good news. Good. It's different news. I don't know. It's good and bad. No, I think it's good. Altogether, it's good. Okay. And then we need butter. So, 80 grams of butter. So we have decided, Exceed and I have decided that we are going to move house at the end of, in 4 weeks, we're gonna move house. We're moving back to our home state. So it's to be with our family, and I think it's for the best, and it also allow us to stream more and to be more consistent. And our aim is to be able to stream more often, be more consistent with our streams, and then we want to work up to streaming twice a day. So streaming in the morning, gaming, and then streaming at night, cooking. That's the plan. And then we are hoping to get a bigger house so that we can have a dedicated stream room and game room, so that my brother Belgor can come over and we can do gaming streams, like card game streams or whatever. And then we can also have food photography room, and then we're having a bigger kitchen, hopefully, with a more permanent kind of green screen behind me rather than to the side. And we've got so many plans. I'm super excited. We will still be working as a nurse, or we try a different profession. I will, as having a profession, I will be able to earn the most money working as a nurse. But my idea is to go part-time, stay part-time, and Exceed will work up to being part-time as well, and then we can stream more often. So I'll just work casually or part-time, and be able to work around my streaming rather than stream around my work. Make sense? Is that? So the last stream that we have in this house will be a giveaway stream. So we're very excited, and it's gonna be. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Reduce the heat to low and the flour. So then we have half a cup of milk, half a cup of water, 1/4 cup of milk in here, 50 grams of butter. I'm gonna have to buy you those donuts before you leave, of course. We'll come and see you if we can. Did someone say free stuff? Ash, we're gonna be doing some cookies that we bought in some New Zealand, a company from New Zealand. We're gonna do some cookie giveaways, and then we're also gonna do a Down Under box as well, and some cool stuff. So we'll give you more details, in the next few weeks. But we have 4 more weeks of streams in this kitchen. We'll pack up, and then hopefully we won't be able to do cooking streams maybe for 2 weeks or something, a week or 2 weeks. But then as soon as we'll try and do some we'll get internet and do IRL streams or whatever while we're unpacking and setting up the kitchen, and then we'll have the the debut of the new kitchen, which is very exciting. So 3/4 cup of plain flour. I'm gonna put that aside. Everyone likes free stuff. So that means you'll be able to see Molly's stream more often. You'll be able to see more of Exceed and I. Sound good? Do. Hold on. I thought Jessie couldn't be here today. Jessie told me that she had so much work to do and that she couldn't be here today. She's still here actually working. So our time zones will change a little bit. We might be a little bit later, but we've got to figure out what works. Do a Miss Molly minute of the kitchen when you move. We thought Kat wanted us to do a behind the scenes and do a house tour before we move. So we might be able to do that even if you guys are interested. I am working. Nice. All right, we're gonna go back here. So you want to melt your milk. Oh, wrong one. Not this one. I'm gonna make some coffee, some Braden coffee. There we go. Yeah. And then we'll change our time, our streaming times, whatever works with you guys and whatever works in the new house. But our goal has always been to go full time, and we won't be able to go like full time yet, but it's working towards our goals and working toward being a bigger channel on Twitch. Did anyone see my my minute yet on TwitchCon, the TwitchCon panel? Has anyone seen that yet? While that melts, I'm going to get my kitchen. We are exactly 200 followers away from 2K. Whoop, whoop. Do you know what makes me extra happy about that strip? Do you know that you made that comment and you said we are exactly 200 followers? That makes me so happy because you guys are a part of this, and this is our community and our channel, and that makes me happy. So yes, so I would love to get to 4 weeks. Do you reckon we could get to 2K? We are family. Do you reckon we can get to 2K in 2K in 4 weeks? What do you reckon? You do make this a real community. Thank you. I like that's all that I want, is for you guys to feel like you're a part of something and a part of this. Sounds like a goal. Yes. I think we can do it, guys. Get sharing, get liking, get, advertise us. I'll aggressively advertise. Yes, that's what we want. All right, so can we make that a goal, guys? Let's get a 2K celebration in the house. What are we gonna call this house? We have a first house and a second house. We'll call it the dark kitchen, the light kitchen. I don't know. We need to like name our kitchen something so that we can differentiate them. The Melbourne house, number 2. But you reckon we can do it, Exceed? Come watch Molly eat warheads. It's epic. The slogan for Miss Molly Mix. No, you know what the slogan for the stream is? So much saliva. That's what it is. That is the number 1 stream for the slogan for the stream is so much saliva. All right. One year, 20 days. Wow, strip. All right, so we've got our milk, our water, and our butter, and then we're just adding our flour. Let's turn the heat off. What you want to do is just mix this in, making sure there's no lumps, like that. I'm using a spatula, just being able to kind of blend it in, mix it in. I don't know how I'm gonna transport these to work tomorrow. It's gonna be a bit awkward, isn't it? The green screen in an awkward spot on the on the side house. Yes. What? She said it herself. I did. I definitely won't miss those weird green screens that managed to never stay connected. What do you mean they never stay connected? You mean the because they were Velcro before, but I think he means because they fall down all the time. Actually, not all the time, but they fall down. And the dogs mess up the corner by entering. You guys are harsh. I'm just joking. But we will, it's gonna be good. Alright, so we just warm that up. See, it's like Play-Doh now. Play-Doh. So turn it off the heat, bring it over here. Didn't know we had a green screen committee up in here. All right, so this is gonna go in there. The flour's gonna go in there, like that. And then all I do, where's my spatula pad thing? Spatula pad. Get the paddle. I don't think Shoe Melanson is the most loyal viewer. Alright. So then I just do this. Like that. Turn it on. And you can see the steam coming out. What we're going to do is we're going to add an egg in there. And that's just going to get the air out, and it's going to incorporate that egg nicely. And it's going to start making a nice smooth batter. All right, Jez. Starting to incorporate, so now add another one. And altogether we're adding 3 eggs. And you want to work fast because you don't want those eggs to scramble because of the heat. I need to work on my baking so I can make stuff up like that. Yeah. You don't need a stand mixer like this. You can just get one of those cheap, I can show you my other hand mixer and that's perfect. Or you just use your muscles and just get a whisk. And then 3 eggs there. There we go. I think I should have doubled this mix. I don't know. It doesn't look like a whole lot. There you go. That's your shoe mix. There we go. I think I'm going to double it. I think I'm going to make some more because it doesn't feel like a lot. C's Jess in chat. Discord tells me she's in WoW. Jess says she's working. I'm actually doing pretty good at mixing with a whisk. Yeah, like I'm not a huge fan. Flour on your shirt. Oh, thanks, Strip. Strip's got my back. Okay, let's go do this again. So, Donut Crew, Daniel's Donuts. Ah, that's so dope. It's just showing me a photo of Strip's shirt. Very cool. Half a cup of water, quarter cup of milk. Grams of butter, I'm AFKing in WoW, waiting for someone to spawn, lurking in here and working on a quote. Wow. See, she's a mother. She's a multitasker. We need 50 grams of butter. Chester Romeo, you have to stop screwing up the green screens. Chat's gonna get angry at you. All right, and then 3/4 of a cup of butter. Nope, flour. That's it. Butter. Gonna be our first emote. Yeah. Or in 2 secs. That's what I say all the time. In 2 secs. I'll do it in 2 secs. In 2 secs. That's not what I meant. How could you ever get angry at Chester? Isn't he? And Romeo is sitting here. Romeo is much more patient, and he's more. While he's aggressive, and he went to bite me last night, and he's a bit of a dick. Like he's broody, like a dog is broody. That's Romeo. But then he's very polite. Like he'll come and sit, and he'll be very quiet, and he'll sit next to you. Whereas Chester's just like, "Give me phone!" and he jumps on you, and he's just. I think that's more of a puppy stage as well. But Romeo, yeah, he's much polite. He is 7 years old, so. He says in a minute when they obviously mean in 5 minutes. Oh, Strip, then you're obviously gonna get angry at me because I do that all the time. I'll say in 2 secs, as in like give me a minute. But yeah, it's something that I'm working on. It triggers Exceed as well, doesn't it, darling? It does trigger Exceed a lot. I'll get my piping bag ready. So how old are all the dogs? Romeo is 7. Romeo's birthday was in June. Was it June, Exceed? We said, or July? No, it was June. Before we went away, I think it was the 11th of June. And then Chester is January, February, March, April, May, June. Hold on. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 9 months. Lucky number 7. So, in here, you're going to put your piping bag upside down. You can't see this, but it's a bag kind of in upside down. Then you want your tip. So I have a star tip here. Star tip. Can you guys see that? Star tip. Like that. The black bag. I'm a little bit scared that this is probably nozzle's too big. Who knows nozzles? Just, like, I couldn't find I've only got like either a small nozzle, or I've got this one. So I kind of have to do. We'll have to do. All right, stove. Back over here. Turn off that. Flour. You guys can't see this anyway, so why do I? See that? So it's just making like a Play-Doh, that Play-Doh consistency, and then we want to keep heating it a little bit more, making sure that all that flour's heated. I'm going to put this in once we pipe it with the eggs in it as well, it's going to go into a nice hot oven and then puff up, so it's going to be hollow in the middle. There's all that steam in there. This piping nozzles trigger me at work as well. Is that your second batch of shoe pastry? It is. It is my second batch. Now we're finished with the Hobbits. We started Lord of the Rings. So our date night for the next 6 weeks is going to be Lord of the Rings because we watched it last night, and by the time I had got like my food order done and some stream things, it was 7:30, and you guys know how long Lord of the Rings goes for. So at about 9:15, I was like, oh, what's the time? And Exceed was like, like 9:15. I'm like, how long to go? And he's like, we're halfway. I'm like, oh. Maybe we break it into, we have like a 6-part series of Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. So that's gonna go in there as well. We're gonna whip it together, hopefully. We're gonna add in an egg. 1. 2. Lord of the Rings, yes, we're halfway through Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. And that is our choux pastry, everybody. Oh, that little bit fell off. Look at that! Beautiful. Perfect consistency as well. You don't want it too thick, you want it to be pipeable. Yeah, Exceed was saying that, you know, he was very impressed with how they, you know, because The Hobbit wasn't made when they brought out Lord of the Rings, and how well the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings kind of, they go in together. Like, just small things like the map and the position, you know, the scenes, where it's like at the starting scene where the last scene of The Hobbit is the first scene of Lord of the Rings. Even though they're like, one of the actors is different, still very cool. All right, just making sure that I'm mixing, there's little bits at the bottom that I'm making sure are completely. So that is our choux pastry. What we're gonna do is bring in our pastry bag. I kind of feel like I need Exceed for this, or someone to help me. I think it should be fine. Alright, so you want to pop this in here. So it's a pastry bag that's inside out, and I'm using, if you don't have a friend or someone to hold the piping bag, you can use an upside down kind of like jar or jug. You might also be able to do this. It's the right consistency. I put the piping nozzle in there, didn't I? Yeah. I was like momentarily, oh shit. And this is, I know this is nice and smooth because I used the food press and the mixer. Whereas like by hand, I'd be worried about lumps and things, so it's kind of like crisis averted. When I was younger, I always thought it was pronounced shoe. Shucks. Chucks. Yeah. My auntie makes the best eclairs that I've ever had. So if I can do half as good as her, then I'll be happy. Exceed, have I made eclairs for you before? Maybe once, right? I forgot to put the piping nozzle in the jam bag. Oh no! So you have to do all of that by hand, like make your pastry and like. Do you have a machine that drops it, or do you have to? What do you pipe strip? Clip by Toby. Was that? What is that exactly? All right, this. Bad noises. Sorry. This is your shoe bag. Okay, so then that is all good. Now we need to get paper. Nope. Trays ready. That's what I was supposed to say. I have really big trays, but the problem is that they've got like corrugated bottom, so I don't want them to ruin the bases. I don't think I'm doing more than 2 at a time. So trays like that. Well, that was certainly the best moment for a selfie. Is this the clip it sees? Someone explain to me what happens. I haven't seen it. Did everyone see Jessie's selfie? Selfie rate? I don't know what that means. Those cut in half ones are made in the factory by our founder. Are these the ones that are made in New Zealand, did you say? Alright. During the fight against the big boss, Jessie accidentally used the selfie toy and it stopped her character to take a selfie. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Jessie. So hoping that I get a bigger oven in the new house as well, and I'll be able to use my big trays, because I have these big trays from our old kitchen. I want to make sure these are extra neat so there's more. Tharo! How you doing? Welcome back. Alright. I'm just getting... I hate being this neat. This is the thing about baking, is that you need to be like extra neat and cautious, and it's just not my style. But sometimes if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. I'm using the world's smallest. These are my sewing scissors. These are in my sewing kit. I don't know why they're in the kitchen. Usually if we like exceed 5 scissors around the house, you just expect them to be kitchen scissors. So they just get moved around, or I do as well. If all else fails, think and you don't know what it is, it's probably a kitchen tool. There we go. Alrighty. No, the fact is in Victoria, they're New Zealand inspired. Okay. So, we're going to do our eclairs. This piping bag's way too big for me. We're a bit close together. Whoop. Depending how big you are, they will increase in size. I reckon I can go like this. And then what we'll do is we'll fix these little knobbly bits that have broken off. You just wet your finger slightly and then just dab it. Don't be fooled, guys, these aren't churros. They aren't. Flashbacks making with Molly. I'm still redeemed. I couldn't make them. I'll redeem myself. No problem. We can make them again together. You did fine. I think, mine weren't perfect either, and I think that we can just need to practice. Farrah, we can make them together on stream one day. It's a date. There we go. Some knobbly ones and some big ones. So what you do, we've still got pastry here, but what you want to do is get a little pot of water like this, and then you just want to push down this little bit, because they'll burn. If there's any bits that are like sticking out like that, they'll burn first. You know, they'll cook and then they'll burn. So I love it how my size has increased, but it's okay. You can kind of neaten them up like that. It used to kind of go that way, but ugh, put some on my finger. If you keep your finger wet, you won't stick. Here we go. What do you reckon? And then that's gonna go in the oven. And then we're gonna bake them for about 20 minutes. Okay, so we'll pipe the rest. I'll wait till those come out, I think. I don't know. I'll pipe the rest and leave them on the tray. So for those that are just joining us, our news is, our little announcement is we're moving back to our home state, and we are going to get a bigger house so that we make it like a stream house. Molly doesn't do sultanas. Nope. I'm not a huge fan. Sorry, Strip. You guys try and make zeppolas sometime. Italian donuts with sultanas, yeah. I don't know, I've never been... Shame you can use chocolate chips. Okay, I'll look into it. Like cannolis with chocolate chips. Oh yeah. You guys, you know, does anyone know who Cake Boss is? Anyone know who Cake Boss is? So I'm gonna do profiteroles here. Just small ones. Just a star tape. So holding your nozzle upright and just squeeze, and then hold like that. So squeeze, and then pick up. Squeeze, and then pick up. Squeeze, and then pick up. That one's a bit small. Thought she said Kate Moss. No, Cake Boss. Buddy Velastro, yeah. Who knows who he is? Yeah. So, my first experience with cannolis, my first ever one, when I was in New York, I took, this is how obsessed I was, because I used to watch Cake Boss a lot, at my auntie's house, because she had Foxtel or like cable TV. And so I took the train. We were staying in Queens. So you imagine okay, you've got Queens, you've got New York, and then you've got Jersey. So they're on complete opposite sides kind of thing to each other. So I took the train. I got up at 5 a.m., took the train, because I was so worried, because it was popular, right? So I was thinking there's gonna be a lot of line, and I wanna get there early, and I wanna get fresh stuff. So I got the train at 5 a.m. into New York City, right at, like, I think I got there about 6 or 7. And then I took another underground train to Jersey, walked to the original Cake Boss bakery, and I got a cannoli. I got all of these desserts that I'd seen on the TV show, and I got a shirt as well. That's how, like, I've never worn the shirt, but I have the shirt somewhere. I think I may have thrown it out, but like I just wanted to, you know, when you're like a fan of something, and yeah, best, like, amazing food. And I sat on the boardwalk of New Jersey, looking at the water and then looking at New York, like the Freedom Tower and everything. And that was like a bucket list moment. Just, you know, eating this delicious food, kind of stuffing my face with this warm crumb cake, cannolis. It was just, yeah, one of the best things ever. Hi, Chester. Oh, this is one of those donuts. Strip, that looks very cool. Do you make these as well? Hello. What's going on? You're wet. Your paws are wet. You've been outside. So these are our profiteroles. They're going to go in the oven once these are puffed up, which they're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So the best, it's preference to have these and make them fresh and like pipe them and then eat them the same time that you make them. Unfortunately, hey, stop. Unfortunately, we're gonna eat them tomorrow afternoon, but it's still nice to make them fresh. I want to be able to. I still got a tiny bit of pipe like mix in here. Maybe I can make one more. Oh, look at that. Cool. There we go. You didn't understand the weather today. It was warm, windy, and then hell broke loose. So Melbourne is known for having like weird and wacky weather. They say it's 4 seasons in one day. Like it will be windy, and then it will be hot, and then it will rain, and then it will be beautiful and like springtime. But I never have experienced a lot of the rain. It's usually when I'm indoors or I'm at work or like when I'm driving to work. I've never actually had to deal with like the rain. So in the whole time we've lived here, like over nearly 2 years, I have used my umbrella once to walk to work and never had to use it like walking home from work. And it was today, it was raining, and I thought like it stopped raining and I was like, oh, it's nice and clear, I don't need it. So I didn't need it when I walked to work, so I left it in my car because I wouldn't need it. And do you think it didn't rain in that afternoon while I was walking to work? Walking home from work. Thank you, Paul. How you doing? Yeah, so it like rained cats and dogs when I was walking home from work today. And I was in like a wind tunnel, and I was trying to call Exceed, and I was like, I'm trying to like walk in the rain, and it's like windy, I'm gonna go. It was quite weird. Fires across the country here, not enough personnel. Oh no. That's sad. You don't want our rain. Oh, I'd send you some rain, Moon. Hey Posh, we're making some chocolate eclairs. So the eclairs are done now. They're puffing a little, I don't know, they're going brown too much, so I've just put it onto like a conventional oven so they puff rather than like go crispy on the outside. And let's get in the creme patissiere. I thought we'd do a chocolate creme patissiere. What do you think, everybody? Like a chocolate custard and then a cream, a vanilla cream. There was an extreme horrible gust of wind that came through. Okay, so I might be able to use this. Moon, double or nothing. All right, you're on, my friend. Let me just open this. 2 out of 2. Let's find out. Let's go.
Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance. Do your dance at the Space Jam. All right.
Can I hear me? Can you guys hear me when the music comes up? They go down. All right, Strip. You're after Moon. Moon, let's go. No, Moon. Choose a dish. I think you do the same thing. All right, Moon, you're up. And then Strip, I want to hear about that dish. You got a dish tomorrow. All right, let's go. So, 3 shots. Pulse, you're after Moon. Let's go. Ready your head on the eye. NBA 2K 18 stone Molly string. Alright. $500 coming your way. Enjoy. You just took me off the WNBA team. Shame on you. But Posh, step on up. Step right up. Step right up. Oh, that like spun around the rim and then it flipped out. Oh my god! Whatever. You guys are bringing back up. Posh $500 going your way. Send me for recipe by Discord. Oh, cool. Do you want to tell us what it is? That is not gluten friendly, like that is not carb friendly. Let's try it instead of the eye thing. You can polish, I think so too. Psycho! I said that, I got something in my eye. How you doing, Psycho? 2 out of 2. Oh yeah, I did that. Oh, I had already, didn't I? Okay, so in here you want to put 2.5 cups of milk. That's 1 cup. Oh, sorry, 2 cups. Yeah, if you wanted to do a dairy-free version, you can just use almond milk. I'm good. I had a bad dream, but I'm good. Oh no, what was your dream about? But Exceed and I go through this like most mornings. It's really hard explaining your dreams, and I have really weird dreams, and there's sometimes no point even trying to explain them to him because they never make sense. Like I have the weirdest, most screwed up dreams ever. Like 2 nights ago, I had a dream that my mum had paid for my brothers to go business class. My 2 brothers, my brother's wife, and they all went business class, and Exceed and I were just stuck economy, and we were flying to, I don't know, it seemed like India or something. No, Singapore Airlines. I don't know, but it was just the weirdest dream ever. And I was trying to find her in the airport to ask her, and then I went up to the counter, and they told me how much the upgrade to business class was, like $3,600. And I was trying to find my mum. It was the weirdest flight. Weirdest dream. No, that wasn't the weirdest dream. There's been weirder dreams. As revenge, did someone do it, Psycho? I've got something in my eye. Oh God, this is so brutal. There we go. I think that's good. Okay. So in here we've got milk, and we're gonna add some vanilla. There we go. Oh gosh. We're gonna go to the stove. Take that off. I don't know if it kind of smells like something's burning. I don't know. Milk, you want to bring that to the boil. Then in there we're going to add half a cup of sugar. The worst thing, my dreams are really realistic. Yeah, it's hard when they're vivid, aren't they? I usually dream about aliens and things like that. Aliens. Yeah. Half a cup of sugar. So chocolate or plain patissier, guys? Chocolate. What do you think, Exceed? Chocolate or mocha? Should we make coffee? Mocha? Egg and egg yolks. So 1 egg and 3 egg yolks. Okay, so 4 eggs altogether. Where is that? Ever dream about clowns, Psycho? I don't dream often, but when I do, it's horrific. Oh, that's really unfortunate. But, you know, just remember that it's not real, and, you know, ring your family. I had a dream my friend was dating Taylor Swift and I was dating her 17-year-old daughter. It was old. You mean Taylor Swift's daughter or your friend's daughter? No, because your friend would be a boy, right? Oh my gosh. Polsh? Was Taylor Swift old in this dream? So 2 egg yolks, we want 3 egg yolks and a whole egg. Nah, mate, clowns are my friends. Ange! How you doing? So we'll put them aside. We could do like a meringue or something, but 3 egg yolks and 1 egg. And then 2 tablespoons of cocoa. No, she was like normal age Taylor Swift apparently. Wow. So Taylor's been having kids pretty young. I like clowns. I don't see why they're scary about them. Only thing that freaks me out are spiders. I don't do reptiles. Don't do snakes. Don't do lizards. Aren't too bad. Oh God, the thought of snakes makes me feel sick. Yeah, no, can't do. I'm doing good. How are you, Ange? We're making chocolate eclairs. So the eclairs themselves are in the oven, and they're baking. So then we're just making the patissier right now, or the custard. In a bowl. So we're gonna add sugar. I'll leave that. Stove, this is coming to the boil. Cornstarch. Did I get corn flour? No. Ba-ba-do. Do you guys understand what I'm doing? Are you following? Am I making the sense? I'm just gonna flip these over. They're looking really good though. Oh, chilly. Oh, what is the temperature? 11 degrees, that's not too bad. I like bumblebees because they're so fat and slow. I've never seen a bumblebee. I wanted always to see a bumblebee. I think they'd be really, really cute. Place this egg mix on top of a towel. Oh, okay. So we've got sugar, egg, like this, another egg. Oh shoot, a bit of eggy. Have you ever seen a blue banded bee? Never. Never. So make sure you just always sift your cocoa. So that's 2 tablespoons. Oh no. There we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to temper the eggs. We're going to wait till that boils. We're going to bring it across here. We're going to put a little bit into the, a little bit of warm or hot milk in here. And that's going to bring the eggs up to temperature. And then we're going to slowly incorporate the rest of the milk. Because you think if you added all that boiling hot milk into here, it's going to scramble those eggs straight away. All right. Makes the sense. Panda. What? We'll get there eventually with Molly's panda. Oh yeah. I'm a panda now. I'm in Pandaria. Alright, milk's boiling. Cakes of the bacon. Okay, so like this, what you want to do is just add a tiny bit of this milk and you want to mix. Kind of hands sore. Here we go. So we're just tempering the eggs. And then we're gonna mix it, put it back in here. There we go. And then go back to the stove. We're going to slowly heat this. Checking the eclairs that they've done and how they're going. So these are our eclairs so far. Oh, hey. Eclairs so far. They're pretty hollow. Just want to cut the inside of one. So much mess. And I need to be mixing that, but doing two things at once. Making sure you've got a nice kind of cooked middle in there. It's still a little bit doughy, so just reduce the temperature. There we go. Go back to the stove. All right, we want 2.5 tablespoons of corn flour. Where the heck did I put it? I haven't put it. Man, I put it away. Did I? Okay. Oh, the cornstarch is supposed to be in there still. Oops. Whoops. I missed out. How do you make them hollow? So it's pretty much the same dough, posh as like a churro, and you just bake them in the oven at like 180 or 345 degrees, and then they bubble up. So I'm just adding the cornstarch. Should have done this earlier, so it's my fault. You want to keep whisking until it thickens, and you also want to add, okay Google, what is 5 ounces in grams?
5 ounces equals 141.748 grams.
140 grams of some chocolate. I'll do milk and dark mix. Ugh. And it's gonna start thickening. So I've never made chocolate creme patissiere like this, like a chocolate one before. But it's just like a pastry cream, and it starts to thicken over time. You can put some coffee in there as well. I think I might actually. I've been thinking about it. I think I might put a little bit of coffee powder in there. A little bit to enhance that coffee flavor, the chocolate flavor, sorry. So the heat is very low on this. I'm just going to remove these. Guys, with that. still think these ones here are a little bit. I'm gonna have to buy a Google Home next paycheck. Mini or home? Home. Which do you have? We have 2 homes and 2 minis. Oh gosh, man, this is good. I'm gonna just crank the heat up a little bit. I think what I'm gonna do is these guys here need a little bit longer. I'll just throw it in. Then that will be like, you'll be able to pipe in there, and then that will go nicely with this. And then leftovers you can just eat like as normal custard. Like you can even freeze with and make like a homemade ice cream. Making sure that's thickening. Oh, poor little towel. I know. I need to pipe it. And in a minute we need to add some butter as well. It's a delicious tile too. So we need to cool this before we can pipe it in there. Can always set this to work tomorrow and pipe it there. Making sure. I think it will be thick enough by the time it's that consistency. I'll show you. Can you guys see? So it's that consistency, and I think that will mean that when it cools, it'll be perfect for piping. So we put it in a bowl. Back into the other bowl we had. Oh, have to wash it out. Wow, we all done it. I keep thinking it's like 9 o'clock and I've done so much. It's only 7:48. Wow, we've done this in all of this. Chocolate eclairs and patisserie in less than an hour. It bothers me when leeks have dirt in. Oh gosh, I feel that. Yep. I feel like you have to scrub them. So, and then in here, into your like creme patisserie, you need to add this last bit of butter. It's gonna kind of give it this silkiness. When I burn prawns and they haven't taken the crap sack out of it. Oh. Because then it will drive up the cost because then you've added labor, right? So that's why when things like cost more, it's because someone's had to touch it and add labor because it takes effort. That's why unpeeled prawns are so much cheaper because nobody can be bothered peeling their prawns. So you just pay extra for it. Someone to have done it, probably in like China or something. Do you know how much seafood comes out of a China, like a Chinese, like how much food comes out of China? Like fruit, vegetables. So that's our creme patissiere. This is gonna go on here, like that. But we're not. If you do it like this, it's gonna create a skin on that custard. So what you wanna do, I can't be bothered peeling prawns. Yeah, that's the one thing that puts me off prawns. I love prawns, but the one thing that puts me off them is having to peel them. And also, I would love to have have someone that I can go out with often that likes seafood and that can, like, Exceed won't share the seafood platter with me. That's what. I would eat seafood more often if Exceed would, but it's not his fault he doesn't like it, so it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. But I made fish the other day, and then I realized, like, I'm not a huge fan of like fish. I'd rather prawns, to be honest. Shit. There's something in my oven burning. Oh my god. I think there's like something falling down. I buy dirty potatoes. So you clean them yourself, strip. Potatoes aren't too expensive though, are they? I think the ones I bought today were like 50 cents each, maybe? Maybe 50 cents? And clean them myself since they're cheaper. Yeah. Seafood. Ugh. Moon doesn't like seafood. Alright. So, what we're going to do as well is make some chocolate, like a ganache kind of thing, so that you can dip the Eclair, have like a nice chocolate topping. A way cheaper dirty. Alright, can go up here. Some of them have risen, but some of them like they've kind of collapsed a little bit. So I'm hoping that by the time I pipe them, they, it's okay. I think you're supposed to poke holes in that, aren't you? Oh my god. I'm the worst. So the steam escape. God, this isn't the first time I've done this. Why am I sucking? So this is, you're poking a hole in it to help the steam come out, and then that's where they'll dry out in the middle, and then you can pipe them through there. These ones are a little bit cooler because these ones have just come out of the oven. There we go. And then we'll dip them in chocolate and I reckon. Do you reckon we do cream filling as well, or just a custard? I think like a bit of cream. And then like a chocolate coating on top. What do you reckon, everybody? Chocolate? So those ones, the little profiterole, the little mini ones, are just baking. Wow, I've used 10 eggs tonight. Probably just custard, maybe. Okay. And we'll make a coating. So what I've got an idea is to do it in this container because then I can like dip it easier. So then dip it. I'll do a mix of milk and dark. And taste away from the shoe. Palette point. Go. And then you just want a little bit of cream. Oh, I don't know how old that one is. It's okay. A little bit of cream. I'm gonna put that in the microwave for about 40 seconds. And then stir. So I've got some chicken here for Exceed for work. And what can I do with this chicken for Exceed? Make Exceed's lunch while I'm here. I think if you added cream, like it would cream with the creme patisserie, I think it's a bit too much, but maybe just a cream filling by itself. I'm doing two things at once. Adding Exceed's lunch and getting my stuff out. My chocolate, oh beautiful. I'm focusing how much stuff I put in there, but there we go. There we go. It's more of a ganache. So what I'm going to do is thin it out so then it's perfect for dipping. Because see here, it's like the thickness is, it's too thick. So it will be chunkier when you dip it. So I've got some vegetable shortening here. There's something definitely funny going on with this oven. Forecast says rain, thunder. There's not a single cloud in the sky. Oh, don't you love it? They do their best. That's what. I should have probably just used all chocolate, not any cream at all. I'm just gonna go back to. You know, it's kind of getting there. Consistency that I want. A little bit more. Totally perfect selfie. Oh my god, did you? I don't have sand on. How you doing, Jess? I'm gonna have to find something to maybe add some milk. Milk will thin it out too much where I want that solid, like milk solids. So I'm using cream, but then I'm also using vegetable shortening because that will be solid at room temperature because I don't want to thin it out too much so it runs down the Eclair, that when they're sitting out, they're like they're kind of tacky, if you mean, like they're not, when it touches something else, it's not going to melt. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? It's not liquid at room temperature. That makes more sense probably. So see how this is nice and silky, and it's also fluid. So then when I dip it, for instance, say this guy here, I'll dip him and I can tap him off like that. And it's perfect and glossy. Wow, that looks good. I'm just going to go find, I have just keeping an eye on those profiteroles in there. This is a Tupperware thing that my auntie gave me for our engagement party, I think. And it's got all these layers. Oh, that one's broken. So you can put all your cupcakes in there. Not for baking. So you can't bake in there, but you found the void prison. That looks funny, it does. It's weird, doesn't it? But basically it's like this. And then you can put like layers of cupcakes. So she bought them originally for her sons to, like, you know when you take cupcakes to your kids' school for their birthday or whatever? They go in there. But look at this Eclair. Pretty happy with that, guys. And then these guys, they're cool now. But we just need to get the creme patissiere cold. Turn that temperature down on the profiteroles. Broken bag. Beautiful. Now I'm going to piping bag and a piping nozzle to put the patissiere in. Mine is on the floor, literally out of arm's reach. I see what you mean about the tip burning first. Looks like almost did on one of them, yeah. So, like see here, these bits here, they're gonna go brown first and then the rest of it. So you don't want them to be too fat because you want them to rise and then they not be as big of a star pattern. But it's funny how they will pretty much pipe the same size, but the area in the kitchen, in the oven, makes them puff or grow more than others. So, yeah. Probably should have left them in the oven to kind of puff, but if you're worried and they're not puffed enough, you can just kind of open it up like this and then do a layer of like an open eclair. So then do Cecilia and then cream inside. Sorry, just pipe it inside. Make sense? My cat is kneading my bed. Is that why they do this thing where they like that thing? That's pretty cool. I really want a coffee, but it's 8 p.m. so maybe not. Just looking at how this Eclair's going, and it's kind of hopefully going to set. That's my worry of adding too much cream where it won't set, and it will be glossy, but it just won't set. So I don't know. Oh, I'm so tired. So yeah, I rang I actually emailed the agent for this house that we want yesterday, and she rang me and said that the house has been available for a month and no one has like that it's still available. So it's been available for a month and no one's like got in it. But she said that they got an application today and that's most likely won't get accepted. So it's either the person that applied wasn't good enough or the owners of the house are very picky, which is good, but at the same time, like, our landlord here is beautiful and he's very chill and relaxed. And to be in a tent, like as a tenant, you want a landlord that's really relaxed. You don't want someone that when it comes to when you move out, that's really picky about the house. Like we keep our house quite clean and neat, but you don't want them to be like going around the house like the fine tooth and comb through inspections and things. So that's what I'm a little bit worried about. So we'll play the waiting game and we'll see. Okay. Those potato rolls are looking good, so I'm just going to crack the oven, I think, and just leave them in there and let them. So it says that's what. So you're not supposed to open that. I think it's like meringues where you're not supposed to open the oven and just let crack the door a little bit and let them cool. Like that time you spilled something on the carpet and put a. I cannot believe, Strip, that you remember that. That was like 4 years ago. 3 years ago. That was that was not our fault. That was Romeo. I'm pretty sure it was Romeo. We made, this is when Exceed and I were like real healthy. We had made these green smoothies, right? And they had turmeric in them. And what happened was the dog knocked it over and it was this green smoothie. It had turmeric and it stained the carpet. So when the rent inspection time came around, we would just like move the couch over a little bit more. But then when we moved out, they didn't have any issues. So it's all good. What am I going to do? I don't know if it's better to kind of keep the door open or not. Oh, don't blame Romeo. My landlord is the best. The only rules are no fire and don't knock down the walls without us warning. Really? Like I saw. So there's very strict rules from all the houses I know, but I was watching a YouTube video of a girl in the US, and she was like, move into this house, and she's like, I'm gonna paint this wall, and I'm gonna do this and that. Like, you'd never be able to do that in a house in Australia, in my opinion, like in my experience. I don't know, but I was always under the assumption that you couldn't change the house, like paint walls or add anything, do any renovations. Like you always had to ask and get the landlord to do it. Like we had a doggy door put in, but the landlord paid for that. So, I don't know. What do you like? Do you guys know anything? This song makes me want to play Mario. This song here. Batahan. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. How you doing today? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm really sorry. I think you're allowed to do things that are reversible. Okay. So we put up like those like 3M hooks where you can click it off and then pull them off and the hooks are gone. Like that's, oh yeah, because of these ones here. These are those 3M hooks keeping the Molly map up. I've painted walls. Really, Ash? Haven't you, but did you have to get approval for that? Did they check what color? Or did you just go crazy and paint it like fluorescent purple or something? Interesting. Does this look creepy? Because it does look quite weird. So we had Moon, Jezzy, and Brayden in here. Let's see Moon. Jezzy's got no mic on. Brayden's probably asleep. Alright. I just want a pipe. It's hardly noticeable blue. Oh, cool. For some reason, instead of white, my landlord painted the walls as super... I think our old house was like that. So we had a big, huge whiteboard, sorry. What about me? What did I do now? No, I was just saying that you were here. Chill out, Moon. We had a whiteboard and it fell off the console table, like the table that was on, and it took chunks out of the wall. So I had to try and replace it, and the paint had a gloss effect in it. And I painted and sanded this wall about, maybe it had to be 6 times, right, Exceed? 6, numerous times. And still could never get this wall. Every time you looked at it from a different angle, you could see where we've painted it. I ended up painting the whole wall and you could still see where the putty was. And we had to pay money for it to our landlord because it was damaged. And it's just... The guy at the hardware store told me that it was like a cheap paint and that landlords kind of do it to be cheap, but also to kind of... That's the thing as well with cheap paint as well as cheap carpet, light colored carpet isn't user friendly, and I refuse to live in a house with light colored carpet because any mark, that's all we have at the moment, and from now on the carpet, any mark comes up, whereas dark carpet you can kind of will hide it kind of thing. So that's my preference. Alright, we'll see if this is kind of going to work. So look at that. Double or nothing, Moon. You're on. Welcome to the Space Jam. I just want to show you guys this. Look at this custard. And like this is still a little bit warm. I think it's still too warm. Yeah, it looks like you put gelatin, yep. So I've used eggs, a little bit of corn flour to thicken it, and just heat. So it looks a bit like jelly, doesn't it? What I think I'm gonna do, if I put it in here, like that, yeah, you can see the steam coming off it. So what I think is that maybe with the more surface area, if I put it into the bag and then put it in the freezer, it will cool down faster. So I've just kind of kinked off the nozzle at the bottom so it can't Melee, is that how you say your name? How you doing? We are making creme patissiere because we are making chocolate eclairs. So there are eclairs right there. We're just waiting for them to cool. This is one that we've kind of made. And this is the custard, the mocha custard or creme patissiere that's going to go in the middle, the filling. Go. So you can see that I've kind of kinked that off like that, and we'll just put that in the freezer like this, and then we'll do double it. Oh, it just fits in the freezer. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, so welcome to Double or Nothing for those that are new to the channel. We have 3 shots. It is Moon Shadow versus myself. So we have the hoop up here, we have 3 shots. It costs $250 Molly dollars to enter. For your opportunity to increase the away and then get yourself $500 Molly dollars. So you're doubling your money. Doubling your money. Alright, let's go Moon. Oh, my legs are so sore from, excuse my legs are sore from boxing yesterday, guys. Hey, Foxy! Alright, you're up after this. Moon, we got one more. That was nearly whatever. Alright, $500 coming to you, Moon, Ash, step on up. I've got one today. Thank you, Ash. I'll keep those Molly rolls. So 64 to 66. It's pretty good. There we go. Okay. Almost. Hey, Dawn Puxy, welcome back. Yay, past 27k. Oh my gosh. Wow, Moon, you gotta spend them dollars. I think, you see, we'll have to make people spend their money because this is ridiculous. Moon can't have that many dollars. I like the choose your dish is the only one with underscores. Yeah, I don't know why that is. GG Molly. Thanks, Ash. So, see, this one's kind of been out, but once it goes in the fridge, it'll cool more, but it's kind of like tacky to touch. So then it's better consistency to eat. Can I exchange them for real dollars? I wish. I wish, Moon. All right, let's exceed some food for tomorrow. So I'll see what I've got in my fridge. So I've got some chicken. Mushroom, maybe mushroom. Thank you for that follow. Mr. Tommy Riddle, how you doing? So I don't know if I was going to call you Snake, but we'll call you Voldemort. God, I sound like I had a flu there. Voldemort. I'm trying to find something to exceed to eat tomorrow. Cauliflower and chicken. That's a bit boring. Eggplant. What does it mean giving you cauliflower and eggplant? Eggplant. Can't even speak. I've been having tuna, avocado, and egg, like boiled egg at work, and it's really good. I'm gonna make some boiled eggs. And one more follow away from 2K. 1.8. What? Strip for gift subs. Oh my god. Strip, was that? Welcome, Strip for gift subs. Man. So we're 1.8. So we need. So what? I thought you said we needed. So we need 200 followers from now. Gotta get my. Hold on. Welcome, Tommy. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do a really easy. Because this being said, I'm gonna teach you how to make like soft hard-boiled eggs, right? But the thing is, I did this on stream. 199 from now. Okay. So our mission is in the next 4 weeks to get to 2,000 followers. I am going to ask you, my lovely people, my lovely community members, our community members, let's get us there. What can I do? What can I do to entice you to get us to 2,000? If we get to 2,000 and in the next 4 weeks before the last Molly stream, I will. What can we do? What do you reckon? Exceed? Chat? What do you reckon? What can we do in the next 4 weeks if we get to 2,000? Exceed cosplaying as Gandalf. Yep. I think that's dope. So good. Alright. So into that there, I'm going to add eggs. So I'm going to add 4 eggs to cold water. Four eggs to cold water. The moment that it starts to boil, then you put 4 minutes on the timer. Because I did this not last night, the night before, I think, or Sunday night, and I peeled them perfectly. Do you remember how, like, we have a clip, I don't know where the clip is, of me peeling eggs and getting so frustrated because they kept breaking, and there was like me screaming as well because I got one like nearly right, but I did 4 eggs the other day with no broken, like, you know, white or anything. It was perfect. Never happens on stream. 50 views on the clip. You guys are crazy. I can't believe. Was that ESRB Violence? I thought that was Neff for some reason that did that clip. Alright, exceed. I don't know what to give you that's nice that you like. Do you like prefer zucchini, cauliflower, or eggplant? Or like a mix of all veggies for lunch tomorrow? You guys are just bringing out my finest moments right now. All these clips. This is crazy. But seriously, I want you guys to think about what we can do if we get to 2,000 followers. Alright? Think, people, think. So we'll go here. So we've got our eggs. And these are our pita rolls as well. Look at this. Look at that. The tray, that's so cute. Do a Mr. Chester make stream and make the dogs some special food. Mr. Chester make. I love it that you guys are more obsessed. Everyone used to be obsessed with Romeo, but people like Chester more, I think. Dress the dogs in suits. Oh, that would be cute. You wouldn't even have to wouldn't even have to ask me to do that. I would just do that. See, if I wasn't doing this on stream, I would be doing other things right now while this all cools and then paper it later. But it's a bit hard. Alright. Eggs nearly boiling. We're just waiting for the creme patissiere. That's all we're waiting for to cool down. What we can do here is get your little knife in there. Make a little hole upside down. You'll find that there'll be like a weaker point somewhere. Just put your knife in, jiggy it around, get jiggy with it. I might give some of these to Exceed to take to work tomorrow for his work friends. Happy that I made double because like the creme patissiere is just gonna like cover all of them. When we hit 2K, Molly should be wearing odd socks again. I have been wearing odd socks. Today I'm not actually. Each dog is equally loved and special. Romeo has been around the longest though. I'm both joking and being serious at the same time. Alright, that's simmering. Not yet. I love Romeo too. I don't get to see him as much. He doesn't come on stream as often as he used to. Definitely true. Howdy Molly, sorry I didn't say hello soon. I've been grinding out the last bit of Legion in WoW before the patch today. So had you on and lurking in the background while I was finishing. How'd you go? Big Woody, how'd you go? The last bit of Legion, does that mean that you were doing the boss like Jezzy's doing? I'm not really understanding. You're giving him food for his lunchbox to trade with his friends. Yep. I'm the lunchbox queen. Hey Google, set timer for 4 minutes.
Okay, 4 minutes. Starting now.
Got a bit of cream on. Is it I needed the last pillar of the creation, which for me is a Surima, and I've already cleared Argus on Heroic. Wow. So can I ask you a question? So it confirm for me, because I'm not 100% sure, like, au fait with all of the terms. So there's like different levels, like different like hardness. So it goes like something hero can be pick the hardest, or heroic the hardest. No. That's impressive. Heroic. You're a hero. The last pillar of creation. When the roll-up makes you king amongst men. So for those that don't know, do you guys know what a roll-up is? Who doesn't in chat doesn't know what a roll-up is? I'm gonna get some cold water. No idea. So like a fruit roll-up, like a fruit leather. I know what a fruit roll-up is. How you doing, Ghost Mink? Welcome back. It's like a roll-up candy, yeah. So it's like fruit that has been like mixed and then dehydrated, and then but like with a lot of sugar. It's like the kids' ultimate thing you could have for lunch, pretty much. So that's what a lot of us grew up with, of having like, my mum refused to buy anything like that. So we would have like a box that you could have one thing, like a packet of chips, or like that twist. Does anyone remember what a K-Time twist? So it was like fruit with like pastry kind of on top of it, and that was like braided or like twisted. And that's what my mum used to give us, that it was like relatively healthy. But we were never allowed to have those fruit roll-ups. So when you used to like trade your lunch or whatever with someone, like a muffin or whatever, and they'd give you that, it was so good. Like fruit jerky, definitely. Lots of sugar sweet. I still have it in my teeth to this day. Yeah, it's really like gets stuck in your teeth, and then you sit there and you like have to like get it out. Wait, you really talking about fruit roll-ups? Yeah. So we were saying that I'm making food for like Sid's lunch. And Ashwell friend said, are you giving him food for his lunchbox to trade with his friends? Those twists were good, yeah. Hey Google, how long on my timer?
There's 13 seconds to go.
That is what I did yesterday. That same time. Hey Google, cancel alarm. What do you think I'm going to do is put these back in the oven and then pipe them a little bit later, just so that they stay crunchy. Did you just call them healthy? Now what kind of healthy? Like, fruit twists were kind of healthy. The K-Town twists. They like weren't as bad as like fruit roll-ups. Alright, now you're gonna get your eggs. And I always just like try with one and test that. I'm not gonna put it on here because that's what Exceeds did. And he like ruined my, unbeknownst to him, it's not his fault. I don't blame him in any way. And then just tap gently. I think this might be a little bit undercooked, to be honest. Yeah, you can kind of feel still a little bit undercooked. I wonder if you put that back in there, if it will make any difference. Teachers always want us never to swap food in case allergies, but we always know we didn't listen to them. Even the teachers knew we didn't listen. Oh really? They told you not to swap? I didn't know that. It's funny these days, you see on the news where, I don't know if it's the same in any other country, but in Australia, you hear on the news where like kids come home from school with letters in them, like an uneaten like piece of cake that their parents have sent them. And there's like a note to say that like that's an unhealthy food and not acceptable for school. And like the teachers are checking their kids' lunch boxes. It's a little bit crazy. Like I remember if we had like a family celebration or something, the next day I would get like a piece of cake to take to school. That like say it was my birthday or my brother's birthday or something, we would always get leftovers to take to school. You guys the same? Oh, look at this. Looking good. The one banned item from Lollipop. I remember my teacher giving me a lollipop. Yep. My teacher like used to hand out, like when we used to get answers right or whatever, those Starburst lollipops. Does anyone used to have them? What about you, Exceed? What was your favorite school food? And you guys in chat, let me know. What was your favorite thing to eat? And like for Moon, what did you used to have? Did you have anything like, you know, in Sweden? What was your favorite kind of item? Because, you know, I love hearing about different things in different countries. Look at this. This never happens. Never. Not when I want to make ramen with eggs. Or those Scotch eggs that I made. Look at that! Isn't that crazy? My favorite food was chicken schnitzel sandwich. Oh wow, that's a bit fancy. I think I'm gonna go to sleep well tonight. I'm so tired. Me too, Ash. I 100%. After I peeled these eggs, I think. Oh no, I jinxed myself. Look, one's got a chunk out of it. But the rest of it's okay. It was a little bit undercooked. I think the less, you know, the more undercooked you want them, the more you need to keep them cool, like put them in the fridge overnight and let them really cool. It was rare I got one, but when I did, it was amazing. Dad packed me a Vegemite scroll every day, every single day. It was my thing. Every day. So your dad used to get them fresh, didn't he, Exceed, or the day before? You were telling me this story the other day. With Momo. Exceed used to have a friend called Momo and they used to play basketball together. It's been so long since I was at school, I tried to remember. Do you know it's I think next year? Yeah, next year will be my 10-year anniversary. I need to like get successful, guys, and show off the Molly stream. We need to grow. We gotta get fit. I trimmed my beard. I feel cold. Oh no. Is it like how, Psycho, was it a big beard? Like, is it a huge difference? How can we trim it? Oh, to keep it. I thought you shaved it off for some reason. Like I'm just picturing in my head that you shaved it off. That would be cool. It's like when I shave my legs. My legs just feel so cold. Because it's just like a furry blanket. So joking. But seriously, shaving is the worst. So from the person that can't peel eggs, I am pretty bloody happy about those 3.5 eggs. That one kind of has a chunk taken out of it, but how do you think that is? So all it is, putting eggs into a saucepan with some cold water. And when they start to boil, put the timer on for 4 minutes. And that's it. And then put them into cold water and then... Perfecto! Juice boxes were real rare. I love that you called them juice boxes because I call them juice boxes and people say like there's no such thing as a juice box. They're box drinks. And I've had like a stand-up argument. I'm like, they're called juice boxes and that, nope, they're box drinks. So you just made me so happy, Strip. Even happier than you usually. Now I want an egg. Sorry, man. Okay, so they're in there. Now I just gotta make Exceed's dinner. Box drinks. Exceed, do you call them box drinks or fruit juice box? Maybe I call them box drinks. You call it a juice box. Maybe I call it a box drink. No. What do you call a chocolate one then? Like a chocolate milk? Do you call that? What do you think? Like, what do you call it? I feel like I've had this. Box drink definitely sounds like a Marmalade exclusive. You reckon my mum said? My mum told me that? Maybe. I don't think so. Could have been a Mama Molly thing. But what do you call a chocolate milk drink? That's a box drink. Alright, everyone's calling them juice boxes. Maybe I call it a box drink. So you know how you get like a juice one, but then there's also like chocolate milk or ones that aren't juice in the same containers. What would y'all call that? This is some deep and serious topic. Yeah. The best we ever got was a cup of water with we used to get these like have a lunchbox and you used to pull your lunchbox off, and then we used to have cordial that was frozen, like water and cordial that was frozen, and that would keep your lunch cold. Or sometimes you get like a drink bottle and it was frozen. Your mum used to put like a tea towel around it and like elastic bands to keep the so you could actually mop up all that condensation. Did anyone have that? That was the best. Cold cordial, and then you'd suck it, and then like you'd literally just drink the cordial, and then you just have like this ice left. Flavored water was always banned at school, so I used to take non-see-through bottles. Oh wow. I used to have, we went to a school where the canteen, where like the lunch shop, used to make 50 cents muffins, and they were like either choc chip or Smartie muffins, and then for 50 cents you could get those potato gems in like a little packet for 50 cents. My mum used a frozen popper. What's a frozen popper? We also weren't allowed to bring our own lunch. We had to have school meals. They tasted like cardboard. Oh, love the TV ad for Go-Gets. Go-Gets are I never had Go-Gets because my younger cousins used to have Go-Gets. They were the yogurts in the little tube. Is that what a Go-Get is? What sort of school? Are you talking about my school, Ash? The canteen? It was a super dope. Very, very cool. And then I went to another school that had a really cool canteen as well. So I went to like state school during primary school, and then I went to a private school as well in my later years. Go-Gurts were literally the thing that you could eat all school day. You could freeze it or take it warm. What? Danielle with 100. What? Go Danielle! That's so exciting. Our school was shit. Wait, what's a go-get? Exceed, can you Google it and show me what a go-get is? Yeah, why would you freeze it? What do you mean all school day? I'm confused, Strip. Alright, so that's Exceed's eggplant. Exceed hates non-stream days because I give him the shittiest food. Yeah, yogurt in a tub, right? That is sad. My school was exclusive. I was the only student. Ash, were you homeschooled? That's so cool. I was homeschooled. Year 1, like year 2. Year 2 I was homeschooled while we travelled around Australia. My school was so exclusive. Alright, put some passata in there to make it kind of tolerable. I only did years 1, 2, and 5 in school. Ah, that's pretty interesting. How, it was just personal preference of your parents, or how come, if you don't mind me asking? Year 5 was horrifying. Oh. Never trusted at school. I would have to, had something to do with setting the chemistry labs on fire by accident. I wonder if my primary school teachers knew where I was today. They would see me as successful or unsuccessful. Yeah, Daz, how you doing? I would think, like, I was thinking that question, you know, Strip. If, like, I had an amazing teacher in year 6 and year 7, and I wonder if she's still alive. And I always wanted to, like, go and see her because she was really instrumental in, like, empowering me and, like, pushing me to be better. Success is in the eye of the beholder. Just consider your own definition. Definitely. You shouldn't... I agree with that, Exceed, and I should have been onto that because I think that if you're successful, you should believe you're successful and then you will be. And, you know, you shouldn't put your belief, like, care about what other people think of you. I think that you need to think about, you know, what you want to do in your life and, you know, what you think success is and you know, think about your dreams and your goals and focus on that. And then, you know, judge yourself rather than wanting other people's opinion of you. Because I think you're doing amazing, Strip. You got a new job. You're doing very well to yourself. I didn't eat anything in school from 4th grade on because school was hell for me. Perfina, welcome. Hey, welcome. God, my English is just like totally bad tonight. Perfina, if that's how you say your name, welcome to Smelly Makes. That's really sad to hear that school was hot hell for you. I'm sorry that was like that. Never really worked out why I was so widely hated in school. I found out about homeschooling in year 2 and begged my mum to take me out of school. Bullied every year. Oh, Ash, I'm sorry. But now you're out of school and we love you. But I'm really sad that happened. It breaks my heart when I hear stories like that. And that's what makes me, you know, I was bullied at school and like, we had computers. So when I was in year 10, I had And like girls write emails and things and spread rumors and gossip, and it's kind of just. I always felt like, and my friendship group, we weren't like the in crowd or whatever, but I have a really close group of girlfriends, and we were kind of like, we went to boarding school, and we were like the odd ones out kind of thing, but we had the best fun. We didn't care about other people's shit, and we just did what we wanted, and we had the best time at school. Like, there was girls that were drinking in the boarding house and getting piercings, and like, look at them now. And you know, you look at my girlfriends and they're very successful, and you know, we may not have peaked in high school, we may have not had the best high school years, but it's what you do after high school that means, you know, more than that time that, you know, you kissed that boy at, or, you know, that you went to that school, you're asked, you know, when I went to my year 11 and my year 12 dance, I knew both of my dates. I didn't know either of them. And it wasn't about that. Like, I really look back now and I shouldn't have taken anyone, but I didn't know many guys, and I wasn't focused on that. And it was more about being around my girlfriends, and yeah. We will put a lid on this. I was bullied at most schools I went to. I went to 5 schools altogether and gave up at age 12. I never went back to school, and that's probably why I see myself as unsuccessful. What is it about school that equals success for you, Strip? I think it attributes towards how mature you come across, Ash Wolf. I think you great quality and be proud. Yeah. So many successful people failed in school. I definitely agree with that, Ash. Definitely. And I feel as though the education system, especially in Australia, pigeonholes people, and that if you don't learn the way that they teach you and they want you to learn, then you're deemed as unsuccessful. But you see the more creative minds. Albert Einstein was dyslexic. You know, a lot of the people that are the movers and shakers in our world were either Montessori schooled, where it's like a different type of education where you're more hands-on, more creative, or the people that were deemed too dumb, like, you know, Michael Jordan, you know, Oprah and things. They were downtrodden in life, and they were told they couldn't do it, and it spurred them on, and it made them that killer instinct deep inside, that little fire. It stoked it a little bit harder, and then that's what, you know, sometimes you need to go, like, come against those little hurdles, and then it just makes you want it a little bit more, and it makes you kind of, that ignites that drive in you. And I don't want you guys to think that if something happens to you, then, you know, sometimes you go through hard things in life, we all do, but I want that to spur you on, and I want you to make you want to push harder, because I don't think, you know, finishing school like Strip at 12, or being homeschooled, or you know being bullied at school, that's something that happened. But the person that you are today can be amazing. It can be powerful. You can teach, you can be happy, and that will, if you choose to be happy today and happy now, then you can choose to happy tomorrow, and then it will just snowball, and then you'll create an incredible life for yourself. Or tell you that they're young if you drop out of school at a certain age. You won't make it in life. I was bullied a bit in grade school, but when I got to high school and started playing football, American football, I met some of my best friends, gained confidence in myself, and my friends and I took up for the bullied kids. Very rewarding to make someone who was being bullied smile and feel comfy. Oh, Big Woody, that makes me so... It is. I think, you know, that's the way that I want to be in this stream. You know, you be that person's cheerleader, and I can imagine what you did for those poor, like, beautiful kids and beautiful people that were feeling bullied and, you know, feeling bad about themselves. You know, just making them smile and making them feel good about themselves and that builds their confidence, and then they'll be more likely to spread that happiness and that love onto someone else, and it's a ripple effect. And I really applaud you for doing that. That's amazing to hear, and it makes me smile so much, because that's what needs to happen more in this world. You know, you do something small for someone, because you never know what's, you know, that little thing that you're gonna do that means nothing to you. You know, helping someone, like if they drop their books, turn around, pick them up for them and help them and say, are you okay? Or, you know, helping someone, you don't know how much of an impact that can have on someone's day. And I love that, Big Woody. I love hearing you guys say beautiful things like that and telling me stories, because you guys are all incredible. You've done incredible things in your life. You're here with us in this moment. And I think you all, each and every one of you, have amazing things in you. You just need to believe that you have. And, you know, you believe, that's the first step. Believe in yourself and you can do anything. You'll take over the world. Be the adult you needed when you were a kid. Ghost Mink, that right there is hit the nail on the head. Either one of those is correct, and that's what you did, Ghost Mink. I really think that I need to go to bed. I can't speak. But yes, Ghost Mink, that is perfectly. You know, be the person, you know, be the change that you want to see in the world. Who that was? Gandhi said that? I think it was Gandhi. But if Gandhi, Ghost Mink, same. You know, be the person that you want, that you needed. The person that you, when you were a kid and you were getting bullied, be the person that you wanted. You wanted someone to help you and stick up for you. Be that person. Hit the head on the nail. That hurt. Oh my gosh. Cool bananas. I'm gonna add some passata to this. There's no recipe with this, so I'm not really explaining to you guys what I'm doing. But I literally have cauliflower and zucchini. I'm adding some Italian, like, passata, so tomato paste, or like ground tomatoes. Some garlic powder and some chili. And that's all I'm doing. That's kids' lunch tomorrow. Am I a terrible wife? But I'm sorry, like, anytime I get really emotional and I, like, no one really responds, no one really types in chat. So I don't know if I'm, like, putting you guys off by talking like that, but I really think, you know, that you guys are amazing, and I'm so grateful for the support that you give me. And, like, I want the best, nothing but the best for each and every one of you. And I think that you're all bound for greatness. You just need to believe it. You know? Believe in yourself. Sometimes a deep talk is what someone needs. Terrible is a strong word. Oh. I can quote you on what you said. Can I quote you on what you said before? We love your deep talks because there's so much meaning and exceeds who. Oh, you matter. Definitely, Moon. That's, you know, I love that Stella Elf, that's from her stream, like, you know, sharing that each and every one of you in the community, and like, you need to spread that each and every one of you matter, and you matter to me, and you matter to Exceed, and you matter to our community. And that's when you guys need us, you know, drop into Discord, drop into our DMs, let us know that what we can do, because if we can't help you, we'll, like, you know, kind of send you to the people that can help. And, you know, sometimes you just need someone to listen, and sometimes I just want to talk to you guys like, you know, like I'm your mother kind of thing. No, but, you know, I just want to tell you guys that how important you are, and how important you are in this world, and the most important thing is to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself yet, I'll be your cheerleader and I'll cheer you along every step of the way. Let me know your goals, let me know what you're going for, and I'll be there with my little pom-poms. Keep existing. I'll be there with your pom-poms and I'll be like, come on, you can do it. And just until you get to that finish line, but not get through the finish line and stop, run through that bloody finish line and then get to the next goal. We're family here, damn straight. All right, so that's Exceed's dinner to go with his, it's like a vegetable ragu kind of thing. Beautiful. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Rapisif? Rapisi? Rapisifi? Sifi. Rapasifi? Is that how you say your name? Welcome to the Smelling Mates. How are you doing? How are you, my friend? Okay. So, it gets everyone, don't worry. How are you? What are you making? Repacify? Is that it? You got a terrible name. You got to change your name. No, I'm just joking. But seriously, your name is hard to say. You need to like come in and be like, hi Molly, my name is da 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 da. You pronounce it da 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 da. So is it repacify? Yeah, is that good? Henceforth, re. I came from Thames and Stream. Welcome back then. Okay, so this is some food we're gonna give to Exceed. So we've made eclairs. We're just waiting for the creme patissiere to cool down. So I think that I'll pipe them in the morning and I'll just show you photos. So repacify. Ooh, juice. Oh, welcome back. How's your night going? I'm guessing, are you from Australia if you're coming from Thames and Stream? That's actually tastes quite nice. There we go. Exceed's lunch. Bad wife alert. Okay, so here, this is just cooled, but I'll put it back in the microwave so I can dip the eclairs in it. Because look at that. That's amazing. Immersing. And then we've got the stove, and then we've got the rest of the eclairs in here, like that. So then I will pipe them all and dip them in the morning and take some photos for you. I'm from Australia. I'm doing well. Just got home after fixing a friend's car. Oh, wow. Very handy. Very, very handy. I'm happy with the job I have. It's the job I've always wanted, and I've always been into desserts. That's so good. See, you are successful. Strip, you were successful. Even Tamsin's name is hard to pronounce. Oh, yeah, Tamsin. Sounds like success to me, definitely. See, definitely. And money wasn't even the discussion. I don't want people to bother, so I don't talk that much. Parfina, what do you mean you don't want people to bother? I love you being in chat. I love you chatting. So I want you to bother. I want you to feel comfortable. The most important thing in my chat, in our channel, for me and Exceed, is people to feel comfortable. If you want to lurk, because we love you watching. If you want to ask questions, ask questions. If you don't want to ask it in chat, you can ask like a whisper, anything about cooking. But if you want to like tell us about your day and you want to get involved, just, tap away. You can say one thing. You can, reply to someone's comment or whatever they ask. You don't have to say too much. You can say a little bit, a lot. As long as you're enjoying the stream. And what is our goal, everybody? What is it? 199 new followers in 4 weeks. Get us to 2,000. If you like this channel, if you want to share it, It would mean the world to us before we move out of this kitchen. We get to 2,000 because I want to celebrate with you guys. Lurk is what makes a stream, definitely. I used to lurk all the time. 199 followers in 4 weeks. Do it, do it, do it. I always say, you ghost Mink, you never say too much. You say just enough. Never too much in chat. I love, the more chat the better, but if people don't want to chat, then that's okay. Like, I thrive off the more like chat conversation, and while I'm doing things, I love questions about the cooking. Like if you guys want to know something about me, that's what I love. You know, if you're if you're interested in cooking, ask questions about cooking. If you're interested about me, ask questions about me. If you're interested about whatever, Moon, you do not troll. You do not troll. Hashtag 2K. Hashtag 2. Is this a 2 to you? No. Whatever. 2K. Is that okay? Whatever, I'm just gonna stop doing that. 2K. 2K. Yeah, get us to 2K, everybody. Let's get to 2K. I don't even know how I can say it in 2 other words. 2K is 2,000. Yeah, 2,000. 2,000 in Portuguese. Okay. So, this is an extra special stream. We're not supposed to stream on a Tuesday, but tomorrow we'll be back for baked Italian meatballs. Thursday will be strips baked salmon, so I strip for donuts. Friday is our gaming stream, so we're doing continuing Fallout 4. Saturday we're doing Peruvian cuisine, and Sunday we're doing Danielle Freak's cheeseburgers. So because we've got Danielle Freak in there, let's jump over to Danielle's stream. Thank you everyone for being here. It's very much appreciated. All the love, the subs. And if you like the stream, you're new, you'd like to hit that follow button, we'd love to have you in our community. Join our Discord and our socials. You're pacified. I'm back, my bad. We're going to jump over and we're going to host our friend Danielle Freak. So he's one of our best friends in the Twitch community. He's an amazing chilled streamer. If you're not following the channel, follow, like, and we will see you guys tomorrow. I will post the photos of the eclairs, I promise. Bye bye.